Ayan. Hello everyone! Malinaw ba ako? Rinig po ba ng lahat?
Sa akin, Mami, hi, clear.
Ayan. Good afternoon everyone. Hello, thank you for joining us today. I hope you are well and healthy wherever you are right now. Hi to our participants na nandito na, to Mami Malu, to Miss Justine, to Miss Nori. Ayan, hello. And to Mami Che, of course, hello. Yung iba, let's just, we will just let them in na lang later. Ayun. So, I'm Hyra. I'm the business analyst and project engagement lead of Child Champion Consulting. And I'll be your host for today. So it has been a week already since we celebrated Mother's Day, di ba po? But of course, we can celebrate and should celebrate Mother's Day every single day. So I would like to greet Happy Mother's Day to all the participants na mga mommies na. Hello, Happy Mother's Day. And to the mothers that we have in our lives. We just have house rules lang, very simple. Ayan. Pwede po natin pakita yung house rules natin. So our very simple house rules. This session is recorded and requesting for everyone to turn off your microphone whenever our speaker or myself are talking. So if you wish to say something, you may utilize the chat box. Ayan, titignan po natin later yung chat box natin for if you have questions, you can just just put them there. And I also encourage to take, for you guys to take down notes. Ako rin magti-take down notes din ako. And of course, so before we begin today's session, I just have a quick announcement. So next Saturday, May 22, education workshop series on emotional intelligence. Ayan, okay po ba? Ayan, nag-internet unstable daw ako. So yun talaga yung ating challenge if we are doing this virtual trainings or workshops. We have technical difficulties sometimes. If in case pa I am or our speaker or our guest later is medyo choppy or static, please mention that on our chat boxes so we can address. So again, on next Saturday, we have our parent education workshop series on emotional intelligence, where you can learn evidence-based strategies on how to strengthen your emotional intelligence so you can better support your child's emotional well-being. So this is open to all parents, kahit di pa po parents, and even educators. The investment fee is just 300 pesos. May certificate and handouts na po yun. To register for these learning events, just visit www.childchampionconsulting.com/workshops. Okay, I'm so excited for today because our fireside chat session is all about promises and perils of being a mom influencer. For me, it is a fairly new field in marketing, I think, but
It's not.
I personally see that this is really thriving online. And to share with us her own journey as a mom influencer, we have a very special guest today who is dear to my heart. She's
Lika
also
muna.
a dear friend of
Come here.
mine. She's used to work as channel sales relationship manager under the IT and then telco industry for 10 years. She's been married for 3 years and a mom to Jaire. Hello, nakasama niya ngayon. Hi, Jaire. He's 2.5 years old and toddler tornado talaga. She left the corporate world in 2019 to become a stay-at-home mom for of course for Jaire and her husband Manu. She considers being a momfluencer, aka digital content creator, as her side hustle. She is also the founder and a founder of influencer communities at Micro Influencer PH and Much Love underscore moms, which aim at helping new V influencers, especially momfluencers, to grow through collaborations with brands. She believes that helping each other is the only way to success and grow as an influencer. She is none other than Mami Cheska Abarquez of at Faith Hope Momshi on Instagram and Wandering Gyre on Facebook. Hello, Mommy Che.
Hello, Mami. Hi. And good afternoon to everyone who's already here. Yun, maraming salamat sa mga early birds. Pero on time pala sila. Hindi pala masyado
Yes.
early.
Yes.
Ayan.
Mommy
And
Che,
also, ayan.
salamat ha. And thank you for joining us today.
Yes. And also, thank you for inviting me din naman yun. I know there are a lot of other mas pro na influencers yun. But thank you. It's an opportunity and I'm really privileged to be your guest speaker for today.
Yes, thank you, Mommy. And happy Mother's Day pala ulit, Mommy Che. So hindi ko na patatagalin. I'll just jump right into the first question. Since this is, a fireside chat, so ito talaga ay kwentuhan lang tayo dito. So, yung mga participants natin sa Zoom, if you have questions, yun nga, ilagay nyo lang sa chat box natin and mamaya we're gonna have a Q&A portion for our interview. Itatanong natin kay Mami Che yung mga yon. So first, gusto ko lang ma-enlighten Mami Che. No? So what does momfluencer mean ba? Kasi parang mom influencer or momfluencer, what does it mean?
Ayun. So, well, from the word itself, no? So, mommy influencer. So, I'm sure tayo here, it's not the first time na we've heard of the term influencer, di ba? Medyo, admittedly, it's been a trend, di ba? Parang in the years past, siguro, parang ako personally, I can't think of parang when you ask me sino yung mga favorite influencers ko, parang naiisip ko lang nung mga 2010, nung mga ganong time.
OG
Iisip ko, yes, yung mga OG vloggers talaga. And syempre, hindi pa ako mommy nun. So, ang naiisip ko are the fashion vloggers. Yun. So, when you say influencer, parang sila talaga yung mga naiisip ko. Yun. So, just to not so technical definition, for me, a mommy influencer is basically a mommy blogger or a mommy content creator. So your content is mainly on motherhood. But of course, you can also blog about food, pwede rin yung lifestyle. So, syempre, meron tayong mga iba-iba kasi yung lifestyle ng mga moms. Yung iba, working mom. Yung iba, stay at home. Yung iba naman, yung fitness moms. Ganon. Yung iba, entrepreneurs. So, whatever your lifestyle may be, you can blog about it while being a mother. Yun. So, you can also be a mom who blogs about yun nga, aside from motherhood na mga stuff, you can also blog about travel, skincare, and yun, basically those are the top of mind na naiisip kong content na you can blog about in your social media platform. Yun. So, of course, meron din naman tayong mga parang baby-centric na mga bloggers. So, ito naman yung, for example, you have a toddler or you have a baby, tapos yung the blog. Una sa lahat, if yung name ng kid, yung pangalan, for example, ng IG niya. So, for me, that's already a baby, parang baby account.
Sila yung main
Yun.
character.
Yes, o sila yung bida dun sa account na yun. And of course, there's also a lot of millennial bloggers ngayon. So ito, mga students, yun, mga very young na mga bloggers. And there's a huge population. Actually, mas madami yata akong nakikitang millennial bloggers. Although my crowd is parang mommy bloggers, madami talagang mga millennial bloggers sa community natin. Yun. So basically that, mommy blogger.
Yes, no, kasi Mami Chela, parang in this day and age talaga where social media is just very, para kung wala ka sa social media, yun pa yung question, bakit wala ka sa social media? So since everyone is there, everyone has, like the capacity to really put out something. So if you're a mom and you want to share your journey, so you can be a momfluencer. So paano ko ba masasabi na I'm a mom influencer na, like a mom, who is a momfluencer ba, Mami Che?
So, ayun nga, kanina we put a not so technical definition on a mommy influencer. So, yun, sino ba yung momfluencer? For me, to answer that question, parang I'd like to more of answer yung what type of mom influencer do I want to be? Ayun. So parang there's a personal branding to it. For example, ano ba yung niche mo? Is it, ano ba yung lifestyle mo that you want to share? For example, are you a homeschooling mom? Are you an expert in a parang certain field? For example, you're into, let's say you're in, for example, nasa media ka, or
like a working mom.
Yes, working mom, or are you a hobbyist? Or parang, for example, ako, mahilig ako mag-macrame, so meron ding mga moms na into arts and crafts, mga ganun. So for me, yung momfluencer is to be able to answer who is a momfluencer. Of course, yun na nga, you have a social media platform, you're already there, but you also have to parang go down to your root or to your why, parang what type of mom, what kind of mom do I want to show online or to portray, and hopefully in the process authentic or genuine talaga yung content na pinapakita mo.
Yun. Yung parang hindi pwede yung like kahit ano lang i-post, like kahit ano lang i-share ko. For example, ako kasi on my personal account, I just share whatever comes to mind. But if you want to pala like to focus on being a momfluencer na talaga, you have to find talaga where para mas san yung focus mo, no, Mami Che?
Yes, oo. Para hindi din confused yung parang audience mo. Yun. So, for example, kung mommy blogger ka, hopefully your audience is more on the parang mommy or mga expecting moms, mga ganun, over yung mga millennials, yun. Although meron din kasing mga millennial mommies, yun. Ako, I'd like to think parang nasa dulo pa tayo ng counted pa tayo sa pagiging millennial.
Millennial. Nasa dulo tayo nung ano na yun, ng generation.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mami Che, meron bang qualifications? Like, do I have to, dapat nakagraduate ako ng ganitong degree para maging, or wala naman? Pero paano ba yun?
Siguro yung qualification, we can say, depende muna sa kaninong perspective. So right now, yung sinishare ko is parang on a personal level, parang ako, I am talking as part of a community of mom bloggers. Yun. Yun parang yung qualifications mo muna for yourself before yung qualification na, for example, ng PR agencies or ng brand. Yun. So for me, yun nga, you ask yourself, yung parang I mentioned kanina, yung roots mo. Why do you want to become a mommy influencer? Why do you blog in the first place? Parang is it your outlet? What do you share? Yun, ano ba yun? Do you spread positivity in your platform or in your account? And also, do you know kung sino yung nai-influence mo? Yun nga, kung mommies pa, millennials pa, things like that. So, yun yung sa parang from my perspective. Yung qualifications naman, dun sa perspective ng kausap natin. So, for example, ikaw na si mommy vlogger or ikaw si aspiring mommy vlogger, yung well, iba-iba din siguro. Honestly, since I've never worked for a PR, parang yung sa side nila, kumbaga I only have an insight kung ano yung mga hinahanap nila na mga sa mga
brand.
influence, well, si brand at saka si PR, kung ano yung mga sino ba yung mga mommy influencers na nire-reach out nila. So I can only parang deduce, parang may insights lang ako, pero syempre sila talaga yung makakasagot nung parang qualification. So from my experience lang, yung mga qualifications pwede nating sabihin na una, meron sila pala, si brand or si PR, meron silang qualification siguro sa feed mo. Yun. So, when I say parang they also filter or they look at your profile, parang ito bang influencer na to? Ano ba siya? Puro lang ba siya selfie? Kasi di ba parang will brands benefit if yung content mo is purely mga selfies, ganon? Or they may also be looking at yung content mo ba, heavy ba na political yung posts mo? And are there parang explicit or sexual posts? Because to be honest, ang gusto ng brands, syempre, because they have parang there's an image, brands like to work with wholesome momfluencer. Syempre, minsan parang iniisip mo, syempre, meron talaga akong political stand and pwedeng you're pretty vocal about it in your social platform, di ba? But, siguro not all brands naman medyo against dun sa mga merong heavy political post. But just to stay on the safe side, ako I'd like to think na if meron here na aspiring momfluencer or influencer, kahit hindi mommy influencer, maybe you're a student and mahilig ka naman talaga mag-post. For me, look at your feed and ask yourself, do I spread positivity or negativity? Do I parang post about purely rants? Parang ganun. Kasi, will the brands be happy? Kasi you are going to represent the brands that you collaborate with. So, for me, dapat positive yung yung feed mo, yung mga posts mo, yung content mo. Tapos, you do not parang spread hate, parang ganun, or discrimination. Yun. So, parang parang mga values lang din. Para sa akin, I'd like to think na brands prefer good values. You'd be surprised here in the Philippines, very conservative yung brands. Yun. So, hindi ko na pwedeng sabihin here. Pero, meron mga iba na parang kahit yung product, bagay naman talaga sa parang particular group na to. Pero, they really prefer na, hindi, dito lang tayo. May mga conservative silang views din naman. Yun. Kasi,
so, parang, yeah. Oo nga, I understand that. I get that one, Mommy Che. Parang, first, you have to know who you are as an influencer. And siguro important nga no, na malaman mo rin by identifying who you are as an influencer, kasama na rin na ma-identify mo yung mga values mo. Because those values, yun din yung babangga sa values naman ng mga brands na soon na makaka-work mo. So not hindi pala siya, Mami Che, na like, basta momfluencer ako, every parang brand working with moms, I can also work with. We have to have like the same values. Sila din, they're looking for certain values din na napo-project ko online or na like in my feed, ganyan. Okay. Sige, Mami Che, I'm interested to know kung ano naman yung like the day-to-day or what the role of a mommy momfluencer entail. But before that, I'd like to jump dun sa story mo kasi I'm interested. Right now, I know it's not an overnight thing. Parang I can remember na yung you were just starting, you were just like decided na I'll do this na guys, ganyan. And then where you are right now. So paano ka ba nag-start, Michelle?
So, eto ano na to, very personal ko namang story to, 'di ba? So, it will be very different from other
Everyone else,
influencers.
yeah.
Yun. So, to be very very honest. So, tayo naman to, 'di ba, mga mommies naman, wala naman tayong invite
Sa
sa
atin lang to,
brands here. Oo, yun. So, honestly, parang naging sobrang active kasi ako before sa Instagram. Dun, parang tawag ko sa sarili ko, parang Instagram mom ako. So before ako naging influencer, ako muna yung binubudol ng mga influencers. So yung mga gamit ko, yung mga brands na binibili ko, it's because nakita ko sa Instagram, nakita ko yung post ni Ma'am Zilla, nakita ko yung post ni sino ba yung mga favorite influencer? Well, si Divine Lee, gano'n yung mga ano nila. Ito yung mga gusto nung magiging mommy pa
Nakikita
lang
mo lang
ako.
before.
Oo, sila yung nakikita ko sa Instagram. Tapos sina Sheena Love Sunset, mga homeschooling mom, sina Joy Mendoza. So yung mga brands na ginagamit nila, mahilig talaga ako mag-comment tapos magtanong, parang sorry to ask, may I ask parang kung where you bought this, kahit kunwari yung stroller, nung Pregi pa lang ako, tinatanong ko si Ricky Flo kung ano yung brand ng stroller niya kasi bit-bit niya lang ang nipis. So, before ako naging influencer, I've had a taste and feel of how it is to be influenced by influencers.
Okay.
Yun. So, parang sa sobrang active ko sa Instagram, kaka-join ko ng mga giveaways. Yun, parang dun ko nakita yung nag-join ako ng mga events din, nagpupunta ako ng mga events ng mga mommy, for example, Ma'am Zilla, Mommy Mundo, yun. So, yung mga ganun, mga events nila, doon ko nakikita yung mga influencers na fina-follow ko lang dati. Tapos ngayon, online friends ko na sila. Pero, so basically, that's how it started. Parang Instagram mommy muna kasi ako. Parang nagtatago ako sa Instagram pag ayoko sa Facebook. Kasi hindi naman talaga ako super active sa Facebook. So, that's how it really started. Naging active ako sa Instagram and na-open, parang madami na akong nafa-follow, napansin ko madami akong nafa-follow na influencers. Yun. Tapos parang, merong parang naku-curious ako dun nga sa mga momfluencers na nagpupunta dun sa mga mommy events.
Okay.
Parang what do you call this? Parang may napuntahan akong event. Tapos sabi ko, ba't kaya ako na-invite ng brand na to? Launch siya ng isang parang maternity na mga products, yun.
Okay.
Tapos naisip ko, ba't kaya ako na-invite dito? Lahat talaga
Ma'am Zilla ba
nandun.
yun?
Well, connected sa Ma'am Zilla. It's a Milk Easy. So, yung event yun ni Milk Easy. Parang siya, pumping bra, tas mga breast pump, and basta mga maternity-related na product siya, na product line. Na-invite ako, tas lahat talaga dun momfluencers. So, yun yung parang first official event ko. Kasi before, nagpupunta lang ako sa
launch mo, soft launch.
Oo, parang inisip ko, why am I here? Everyone's a momfluencer. Parang naisip ko, baka nag-invite lang din sila talaga ng mga clients kasi talaga ako. Ayun, that's the thing pa pala with being an influencer. Siguro hindi ka pa influencer ngayon pero mahilig ka mag-support ng brands. Ako pansin ko dati pa mahilig ako mag-bazaar. 'Di ba mahilig tayo mag-tiangge? Yun, masaya mag-tiangge, madami kang mabibili. Sobrang nakaka-happy. So yung mga bazaars na pinupuntahan ko before, talaga I post about yung mga local finds na nakikita ko. Sobrang proud talaga ako sa mga gawang Pinoy. Bago pa nauso ang support local na hashtag, ginagamit ko na siya pag nagpupunta ako sa mga yabang Pinoy na bazaars. Yun. So, kumbaga, first, I'm a consumer. Consumer ako talaga. And,
parang, you share.
Yes. Hilig ako mag-share ng mga, finds, ng mga, kahit nung college pa ako, long before naging trend ang influencer. Sabi ng dormmates ko dati, pag may tinatry kasi akong, ang sarap ko daw kumain. Tapos maliban dun sa pagkain, meron akong ginagamit before na bath soap, liquid soap siya. Para talagang pang baby siya, sobrang sarap niya. So pag kinukwento ko sa kanila, grabe yung fire ng pagkwento ko dun sa So sila napapabili yung dormmates ko. Sabi nila,
Oo.
grabe naman to si Cheska magkwento. Parang kailangan talaga i-try mo para ma-experience mo. So yung kinukwento ko lang naman, liquid bath soap, tapos Pantene conditioner yung isa dahil sobrang nagre-rave talaga ako about the product. So it comes naturally din naman for some of us. Parang maybe wala ka pang stint or collaboration with brands, pero you're already an influencer talaga you just probably don't notice it, pero yun, ka talaga, default mo mang influence ng mga tao sa paligid mo.
Oh, and I like that, Mami Che, because parang in one way or another, that's true na we have that sort of power to influence talaga eh. So, of course, dun sa main circle natin, andyan yung
Yes.
family natin, and then
Yes,
friends, and then hopefully other people. So, it's a matter of, parang knowing that, Mami Che, no? Parang parang open talaga ng mind na, ganun pala yung influence that I can have. So, you can be more, parang more cautious and more intentional on the things that you'd like to share. Pero I can attest doon sa kwento kanina ni Mami Chen, parang walking walking marketing material. Kasi that's true. She's been a long time friend, and she's really passionate sa mga bagay that she really believes in. And imagine if you put that into something, talagang something came out of it talaga na maniniwala ka talaga. Like, of course, hindi naman dahil nabudol ka lang ni Mami Che, pero because she really does believe on that certain either product,
Product.
service, or whatever it is na passionate siya about. So, yun nga, Mami Che, ano ba yung nagmo-motivate sa'yo na maging momfluencer? Because this is not like what I mentioned kanina, no, not an overnight thing. And being a mom myself, I know na busy naman talaga ang mga nanay, whether you are a working mom, stay-at-home mom, and whatever kind of mom you are. So, paano mo yun nababalance? Ano ba yun nakapag-push sa'yo na sige pa nga, gawin ko ba to? Para what motivates you, Mami Che?
Ayun. Before ko yan sagutin, parang gusto ko lang mag-comment. Dito kasi sa chat, nakikita ko yung parang mga insights.
Yes.
Yun, parang naisip ko, ang galing naman kasi parang hindi ko na masyadong natatandaan yung mga sinasabi ko. Pero pag binabasa ko yung insights, parang insightful naman pala yun.
Guys,
magkaka-copy ba tayo nito? Gusto ko to.
Oo, pwede naman. Natin to, sinisave natin tong chat natin.
Okay.
So
Sige,
for
sige.
the attendees, kung iba kayong ginagawa, because I know most of us are moms here, kung may iba, or basta kung ano man ginagawa nyo, pwede nyong tingin-tingin na lang kayo dito sa chat box natin. Meron taga-summarize.
Ayun. Thank you for that.
natin.
I-share ko yan actually pagkatapos nitong talk natin.
Okay.
Ayan. So going back dun sa motivation ng pagiging momfluencer. Siguro yung right now kasi, di ba, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So, although not ako heavy on the household chores kasi ngayong pandemic, this whole pandemic, nakatira kami here sa province with my parents. We did not plan na ganito yung life namin. Pero parang we're thankful na right now. Syempre, it's not a perfect scenario, pero parang we're still thankful somehow na nandito kami instead of nasa Manila kami ngayong pandemic. Yun. So, although heavy yung chores ko daily, talaga ako, puro kay Jaire lang. Yun. Parang isip ko, medyo nakakabaliw kasi yung ganong buhay. Yung parang 24/7 caregiver ka. Sobrang saludo ko talaga sa mga totoong stay-at-home mom. Yung talagang, kunwari, 5 anak nila, first honor sila sa mga household chores. Pagluluto, paglalaba, pagtutupi. Tapos nagbabantay pa sila ng 5 anak. May time pa sila magbasa ng book sa babies nila. Ako, I have long recognized na ito lang ang kaya ko. Kaya kong magbantay kay Jaire, may toddler. Pero yung household chores, parang challenge na ako doon. Nakikita ko yung ibang moms na they can really do so much. Yun. Well, anyway, yun nga, yun. So yun, talking about yung scenario ko ngayon, yun yung motivation ko. Parang na-realize ko na yung pagiging influencer ko, it's like fighting for my me time and for my sanity. It's the last thing na natira sa akin na pwede kong sabihin na this is the one thing in my life right now na I do entirely for myself. Yun. Parang, even if I'm not an influencer kasi, madami akong parang hobby. Yun. So, hobby ko lang yung pagtitake ng pictures. Well, wala akong portfolio to show for it, pero nagagamit ko siya na yung mga passion ko, napapag sila, nag-i-intertwine sila. So, 'di ba nung single ako dahil mahilig akong mag-picture, tas mahilig din akong magsulat, kahit hindi naman ako parang kumbaga wala akong measure to say na magaling ba akong writer kasi hindi naman ako na-hire, hindi ko siya profession, hindi rin ako part-time writer. But still, nagagamit ko yung mga passion ko. Nag-intertwine sila somehow. Because I love to write, because I love to take pictures, naging akong volunteer writer, photographer for an NGO. Yun. So, ngayon naman, magagamit mo rin pala yun. Kasi when you're an influencer, di ba, you take pictures, yun yung main na medium pictures. And then brands are really happy if you go parang plus siya if you produce video contents for them. Yun. Pero yung norm is photos lang. Yun. Photos muna to showcase yung product or the service. And then of course, yung caption. Yun. Sana nagbabasa talaga yung mga followers, di ba? Kasi haba ng caption.
I'm a follower of Mami Che. Tsaka talagang I read her captions and kasi very insightful. Parang hindi lang basta, okay, I share my experience, but merong thoughts in it talaga na na parang siya, mapapaisip ka rin on your own and that you will appreciate the journey. Hindi lang siya nga basta, okay, ABC guys, ganyan. But she shares yung kanyang experience and reading that experience, parang nandun ka na rin. Parang na-experience mo na rin yung na-experience ni Mami Che. So I appreciate, mahaba mag-caption si Mami Che. But I appreciate it.
Parang sobrang thank you, Mami Hai, kasi parang ikaw yung one of the few ones na nagbabasa talaga ng caption ko. Alam ko pag nagbabasa ka kasi, pag nag-post ako, sa pinakadulo, nilalagay ko, if you have read this far, may sasabihin ako doon, tapos magre-reply ka doon sa sinabi ko. So, alam ko talaga na isa ka doon sa mga few na nagbabasa until the end, di ba? Or siguro, pwede rin naman na minsan na-skip yung gitna. Pero at least alam ko nakakarating ka sa dulo. Kasi honestly, di ba tayo, minsan pag sobrang, ako din naman kahit mahaba ako mag-caption, well, pag yung mga fina-follow ko din, minsan siniskip ko yung ibang parts pag sobrang haba. So, yun yung ko din, room for improvement ko, na makapag-communicate na mas precise, minsan, well, feeling ko kasi ngayon, mas nagugustuhan kong magbasa ng mas maiiksi. Pwede mo rin naman kasi talagang makakonvey ng message ng mas maiksi. Mami, hi, basahin ko lang din to. May comment kasi si Mami Malu. Sabi niya, Mami Chess, minsan kasi nahihiya ako pag nagpo-post, hehehe. Iba kasi minsan ang dating, lalo na sa ibang family and friends. Akala nagyayabang ako pag nagpo-post ako, hehe. Yun sabi ni Mami Malu. Actually, totoo yun, di ba? Minsan mag-hesitate ka eh. Parang iniisip mo, lalo na kung chocolates yan, lalo na kung padala sa'yo, tas wala ka namang balak, balikbayan box yan, tas wala ka naman balak mamigay pag nag-post ka, pero pinost mo, di ba? Malamang pag nag-post tayo ng chocolates or may pinadala sa ating balikbayan box na may shoes, ganun, pag flinex mo yun online, malamang yung magko-comment sa'yo, di ba? Baka naman yung mga ganun, or manghihinging pa joke, pero totoo. So, totoo yun, minsan, parang nakakahiya mag-flex or mag-post na baka mag-sound lang na nagyayabang. Yeah. Pero kasi ang advice ko kay Mami Malu, parang 'di ba Mami Malu, pag may gustong-gusto ka, parang pag tuwang-tuwa ka talaga, parang minsan hindi mo ma-contain yung joy na grabe, sobra ang ganda nitong nabili kong lotion. Sobrang natanggal talaga yung dry skin ko. Yung kunwari ganun, 'di ba? Minsan di mo talaga siya mapipigilan, maipo-post mo talaga siya. And dun sa post mo, it doesn't matter Tagalog, English, Taglish. Minsan mafe-feel talaga nung nagbabasa din na excited lang to, hindi naman siya nagyayabang. So siguro pag feeling mo Mami Malu, baka isipin nila magyayabang ka lang. Pwede mo sigurong basahin paulit-ulit yung ika-caption mo, tapos isipin mo, ano ba yung tone niya? More of excited na kinikilig bang mag-share? Yung sobrang hindi mo na ma-contain yung joy, kaya gusto mo siyang i-share at i-post. Or parang ano lang ba, parang sobrang nagfe-flex lang
Nag-flex
talaga.
ka lang talaga.
So pwede rin naman yun, Mami Malu. Pwede mong i-check at i-recheck bago mo i-post yun. Even as a momfluencer, whether paid projects yan or hindi paid na projects, ang mga brands, they appreciate and they look for mga organic talagang posts. As if hindi sila nag-sponsor sa parang influencer. Yun. Parang ako kasi halimbawa bumili talaga, and ito pa pala yung mga brands talaga na I work with. Ito yung mga brands na kahit hindi ako nilapitan, meron kasi akong habit of nagdi-DM ako sa mga brands.
Ikaw yung
Send ako ng
lumalapit.
message. Oo, lumalapit talaga ako kasi ginagamit ko to eh. Kaya minsan parang isip ko, ano ba yan? Ginagamit ko talaga tong conditioner na to. Since high school ako, ito conditioner ko. Gandang-ganda talaga ako sa hair ko, pero bakit ganon? Hindi ako inaabot ng mga campaigns nila. Kita ko lahat sa feed ko. Ginagamit ko to. Meron talaga akong isang ganon. May favorite akong brand. Yun, na ginagamit ko talaga siyang conditioner. Hanggang ngayon, may keratin na silang variant dahil nauso na ang keratin. Ito pa rin brand na to na nasa Mercury Drug, nasa SM. Ito pa rin brand na to ginagamit ko. Pero hindi pa kami nakakapag-work together. Hindi pa kami nakakapag-work together sa kasamaang palad. Ayun, may mga questions.
Yes, may isa pang question. Paano daw malalaman if you're an effective momfluencer?
Ayun, si Mommy Justin. I assume si Mommy Justin. Yes, I think
meron ba siyang Mommy Che? Meron ba siyang metrics?
Yun. Baka kasi kabahan kayo pag sinabi ko to. Pero totoo, merong metrics, merong analytics, may insights. Di ba yung natin, yung
sa Instagram,
every post natin, nakikita mo doon, view insights. Tapos when you look at it, nakikita mo yung number of likes, comments, and save. Yun. So, pag may mga projects with brand, they normally ask for that. And admittedly, ako din yun yung isa sa mga challenge ko and room for improvement ko din. Kasi dapat din tayo, strategic. Kasi 'di ba yung brands, they're working with us and they're hoping for, kumbaga may balik naman. May return sa kanila. So, ayun, young mommy pala si Mommy Justin. Ayun. So, kailangan yung mga collaborations natin with brands, we make it worth their while, their effort in collaborating with us. Yun. So, meron dun kasi, nag-iiba-iba yung algorithm ni Instagram eh. Dati, likes and comment. So, the more na nagla-like and comment, the more na may nagla-like and comment dun sa post mo, the more na parang it stays longer sa feed, or the more na it gains exposure. Oo, ni Instagram. Pero ngayon, hindi ba na ni Instagram, napansin niya kasi parang may workaround dun sa like and comments. So parang naisip niya, gawin naman natin ngayon, mas mabigat ang weight ng ng save and share. Yun. So nag-iiba-iba yung algorithm ni Instagram. Siguro, din kasi, they're also protecting yung parang organic. Organic talaga yung likers mo, mga comments mo, organic talaga yung yung parang yung followers mo, yung engagements mo. Yun. So yes, there's a metric, pero don't be afraid na don't be afraid na or don't allow it to become a parang source of don't allow it to discourage you to pursue yung pagiging influencer just because maybe right now, yun nga, parang medyo busy ka, pag nagpo-post ka, hindi mo talaga nare-replyan lahat ng nagko-comment sa'yo, hindi mo nati-thank youhan. Meron kasi talagang mga influencers, ako sobrang natutuwa ako sa ganun. Minsan mahilig ako mag-join ng giveaway kasi sa Instagram. Yun. So, kahit influencer na ako, nag-join pa rin ako ng mga giveaways. Meron talagang nagre-reply, thank you for joining, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, parang naisip ko, sana ganun din ako. Pag nagpapa-giveaway ako, talagang nag-hi ako, nag-hello sa mga sa mga followers ko. I try, pero hindi ko masasabing sobrang sobrang galing kong magbalik ng engagement. Pero important 'yun eh. Dapat 'di ba isipin mo nung before favorite ko sina Camille ko. Pag nag-reply lang sila sa akin, sobrang natutuwa ako. Yes, feel ko. Tapos napapansin ko, yun yung mga na-appreciate kong mga vloggers before. Yung lahat ng comments dun, di ba before, ano pa yung mga site nila? Multiply, blog site ba? Basta yung yung mga websites before. O siguro, basta before naalala ko si Camille ko, talagang blog pa siya, hindi Instagram, hindi Facebook. Doon ka talaga pupunta, magbabasa ka, titingin ka ng website niya. Yes, at nagre-reply siya sa lahat ng comments. So yun talaga yung parang naisip ko, ito yung goals at dapat ito din yung norm. Dapat ka din, genuine ka talagang nagko-connect sa mga followers mo. And it's one way of mas magiging sustainable din yung pagiging influencer mo if meron kang real connection. Siguro one day makakapag-event ka, mamimit mo yung mga few of your followers, ganun. Pero as it is right now, mostly online lang kayo nag-i-engage eh. So important yun na nag-i-engage ka with your followers. You thank them or just notice kung nagre-repost sila or nagko-comment sila. Kasi they also put in time. Yes. Diba? Dami-dami rin nilang fina-follow eh.
Tapos, babasahin pa nila yung post. So, parang, di ba? And thank you for that, Mami Chi. Kasi ako din, I have to work on that area because, medyo overwhelming kasi ang social media for me. So, for example, dun sa passion project namin, na The Rainforest Tribe, it takes parang one day before ako mag-reply. But recently, na-appreciate ko kasi yung mga parang kahit pala online, you can still find friends. Like even ibang lahi, like they kamusta you, like they, mga ganyan. So parang appreciate ko sila, pat sila kaya nilang gawin yun. So I take time also. And like I remember you said it before na may effort ka talagang ipuput. So you take time and yun nga, may effort para mag-grow ka rin. And lang siguro siya, parang real, I like what you said about real connections and para mas maging organic yung engagement and growth. Sige, isa to sa mga gusto ko talagang itanong. Ano ba yung pang Miss Universe to, Mami Che? Pero is there something that you discovered along the way about yourself doing momfluencing? Meron ka bang parang yun nga, yung enlightened and awakened moment?
Siguro yung na-discover ko because of this journey na naging part ako ng mga community of influencers and mom influencers. Na-discover ko yung what type of person am I what type of person I really paano ba? Basta yun, what type of person ba talaga ako? Oo, yun. So, kasi kung anong type of person ka, yun din yung parang naging kind of blogger or influencer that I am online. Napansin ko kasi, di ba, syempre, ako I consider myself parang feeling ko kahit 2 years na ako, ang tingin ko pa rin talaga, newbie influencer pa rin talaga ako sa standards ko. Parang hindi pa talaga ako parang pro or parang yung intermediate kung may leveling man yon. Yun. Parang naisip ko na there are so many bloggers, there are so many influencers na ang tagal na dito sa industry na to or yung iba kahit hindi pa sila matagal but they're super successful in what they do. A lot of brands believe in them and talagang yung online presence nila, maganda talaga engagements nila, sobrang active ng mga followers nila. Ang ganda kasi nung nakikita ko may mga nagre-repost talaga, may mga mahilig mag-repost ng mga favorite nila, mommy bloggers nila. Pero naisip ko, even if I'm just new here, parang 2 years pa lang or so, the kind of person that I am kasi, ako, very passionate, very compassionate, very passionate ako about helping. Yun. Kumbaga, dati as a single person, offline, not in the social media platform. Mahilig akong mag-join ng mga charities,
Yeah,
mga
you went to
ganon.
places talaga,
Oo,
di
di
ba?
ba? Yung mga
Far
yun
from,
lang. Yes, oo, mahilig ako sa ganun. Parang naisip ko, even as a momfluencer, hindi naman kami pa nakakapag-organize ng mga charity works. Pero parang nagagawa ko pa rin yun, naipapakita ko pa rin yung heart ko. Kahit newbie lang ako, I always share opportunities. Parang kaligayahan ko na mag-share. Kaligayahan ko na mag-share ng mga opportunities sa mga,
other people.
especially sa newbie na mga vloggers din. And nafe-feel ko naman na na-appreciate nila yon. Minsan nga iniisip ko, parang naaagawan ko ng opportunity yung sarili ko. Kasi pag sinishare mo yon, di magsasubmit din sila dun sa brand or sa PR. Mamaya baka hindi na ako piliin kasi mas mataas yung follower nito, mas okay yung nakita nila, pre-profile nila kami. Tapos ako tuloy yung nalaglag. Oo, ganun. Minsan iniisip ko din yun eh. Pero kasi I find joy in para sa akin kasi hindi competition yung pagiging influencer. Parang this platform, kaya ako actually din, I have we have two online communities of influencers. Parang pag inisip mo, dapat mga long time vloggers or yung mga super big shot vloggers na yung gumagawa nun. Yes. Pero actually, yung Micro-Influencer PH, it's a community of millennial and mommy vloggers combined. Sa likod nun is ako lang talaga at the beginning, naghahanap ako ng mga brands na to collaborate with, and then I ask yung mga members to join. Tapos si brand na bahala kung ilan yung pipiliin niya based sa budget niya. So mga ano lang siya, hindi siya mga big projects, and I don't get paid for doing it. Kumbaga, I don't act like a PR agency. Pero nakaka-happy talaga siya na parang ako, baguhan lang akong vlogger, pero using this platform, nagiging akong bridge ng mga small, parang SME, small entrepreneurs, and mga vloggers. And sobrang nakaka-happy. Makikita mo talaga yung community na, lalo na sa mga momfluencers, ano talaga siya, totoo yung term na mom support moms. Kasi merong mga mom entrepreneurs na trinay ko lang makipag-collaborate sa kanya. Tapos sabi niya, sige, she said yes to like 5 or 10 naka-collaborate na mga mommy influencers. So, nagsubmit ako ng names. Tapos, grabe, nagulat ako. Sabi niya 5 or 10, tapos nagsusorry ako dun sa, ang other community namin for moms is yung Much Love _moms. Yun yung private group namin. So, parang ano lang siya, momfluencers supporting momfluencers, especially mga newbie or aspiring. Yun yung goal nung group na yun. So, nagulat ako nung nag-submit ako dun sa mompreneur na yon. Sabi niya 5 or 10 lang. Tapos she just said na she will collaborate with everyone. She will give the project to everybody. Parang 'di ba, parang wala naman talaga akong ginawa. Hindi naman ako parang alam mo 'yon, parang nagamit ka as a bridge to be a blessing to both sides. Kasi nagko-collaborate talaga tong brands na to. They believe talaga in influencers. Tapos yung mga influencers naman sa Much Love Moms, madami doon newbie talaga sila. As in, pag nagpapasign up ako ng collaboration, minsan hinahati ko. Ito yung mga 10K plus na may 10K plus followers, may 3K down na followers, and yet that mompreneur said yes to everyone. Hindi niya na-filter kung ilan yung followers mo. So you will see, sobrang ganda ng community. Sobrang ganda ng parang atmosphere na hindi, you're not pulling each other down na nag-uunahan sa project. Oo, but you're helping each other na the only way to grow kasi is to grow together. Yun yung tingin ko sa pagiging mom influencer. And I'm thankful na so far, kahit saan ka magpunta, parang ganun yung community talaga ng mga momfluencers natin here in the Philippines. It's a positive community. It's an empowering and uplifting community.
Ang ganda naman nun, Mami Che, kasi parang, you started with just sharing your personal experience. You want to share your personal experience, what you like, and yun nga, what you like, and you're sharing it with the community. And now, pero na-level up kasi now you are a bridge na. Diba? You are trying to help also other people grow
Yes.
in this field. So yun
Yeah.
ba? Yeah, because there's a question here in the chat, yung mga benefits and the challenges of being a momfluencer, because I know meron. Kumbaga hindi naman like, it's not a perfect world talaga that you can just put an effort and then for sure mag-grow siya. So can you share like a one or two benefits and maybe one or two challenges
Challenge.
din?
Oo. Ayun. Yun. So, yung question natin, actually, yung peril, ano siya, it's a very strong word, but we use it kasi, di ba, promises and peril. So, parang medyo just to, para two opposing words that starts with
Yes.
letter P. Yes. So, ginamit natin yung strong word na yon, yung peril. But we can, dahil nagkukwentuhan lang tayo, more of, let's use the term challenge. Yun. So, syempre yung isa sa mga biggest challenge ng pagiging momfluencer is yung sa time management. Yun. So if kung ano man yung ginagawa mo sa offline life mo, kunwari meron kang full-time job. So yung challenge mo dun talaga yung time na mag-shoot ka kasi pag nag-shoot ka, nagko-conceptualize ka rin eh. Yun, katulad nga nung sinabi mo Mami Hi, syempre hindi ko na ma-share yung mga trade secrets, baka magalit yung mga PR agencies and brands. Pero let's just say na when we work with brands, meron siyang may personal touch tayo when we rave about these brands that we love. But when we are collaborating with them, we are more mindful kung ano yung values nila and ano yung pinopromote nila. For example, for the season, itong kids drink, for example, ano yung direction ng company na yon for 2021, for example, ano yung kasi sa online, 'di ba, meron tayong mga hashtags, may mga ganun din si brands, may mga hashtags silang pino-promote for the season. 'Yun. So, yun yung sa time management kasi hindi pag mag-shoot ka, yes, medyo mag-adhere ka dun sa guidelines ng brand. So, hindi siya purely personal touch lang tapos itsapwera na si brand at yung values niya at yung direction niya as a company and as a product. Yun. So you always have guidelines. Yung content mo, may guide yun. It's not purely, you make it your own, you own it, you make it sound na talagang yung mga followers mo, alam nilang ikaw ang nagsasalita, hindi yung feed ka lang ng lines. Yun. Halimbawa, kilala ko ng followers ko, nagtatagalog lang naman talaga ako. Pero parang, ganun ako. Pag in person, Tagalog lang talaga magsalita or Bicol. Pero online, I find it easier to write in English. So that's how I blog. Yun yung, yung language that I prefer. Yun. So, yung pinaka-major challenge for me is yung sa time. Kasi kailangan mong mag-allocate ng time to shoot. And before ka makapag-shoot, magko-conceptualize ka muna. Siyempre, di ba, branding. May branding, halimbawa, si ganitong brand A versus brand B. Project mo with brand A, color nila pink. Tapos suot mo yung color ng kalaban, blue. Ako, I work for Smart. Di ba, I work for Smart.
It's a whole production talaga, Mami Cheno. Parang,
ano yun?
It's a whole production. Parang
yes, oo.
Before, nakikita na natin sa TV na commercial, ang crew noon napakarami, but this time,
one-man team lang.
Oo.
Di ba? Yun nga, example ko, I worked with Smart, di ba? Branding is very important. Even just color or even just the font na ginagamit. Kaya nga si Smart, di ba dati blue siya. Di ba yung other telco, blue rin. Magkaibang shade lang sila ng blue. So si Smart went all the way to rebranding the color and the look of their logo. Di ba? Green na si Smart to differentiate it. Kasi pag may events, puro blue itong tapos blue rin kami sa Smart, di ba? So, yun, it's very important. Branding is hindi lang color, hindi lang font. Yung kino-convey kasi yun yung pag-rebrand ni Smart came with a logo din. Parang isip ko, mas maganda naman yung old logo, personal ano ko yun na opinion. Pero na-realize ko, in the long run, mas may retention nga sa consumer, yung bago at mas classic na design. So maybe they were going for it. Di ko alam kasi di ko naman katsikahan si na MVP, di ko sila di ko sila natanong, sir, bakit mo preferred yung classic na design? Ano natin ngayon yon. Pero as an employee, syempre na-inform din naman kami after the launch. So yun, yung challenge ko is, syempre dahil nga full-time mama ko, I don't have all yung pag naligo lang ako ng matagal, iwanan ko lang yung anak ko sa mama ko, 'di ba? Or sa husband ko. Syempre yung husband ko, nabawasan yung oras niya para matulog and night shift siya. So it's really challenging. Even kahit ngayong year, itong 2021, at the start of the year, sabi ko, magle-lesson ako ng time online. Magle-lesson ako ng mga collaborations. Kaya lang kasi nagkataon, ito pa lang na first 2 quarters, sobrang mga favorite brands ko talaga yung lumalabas as yung opportunity. So parang hindi rin ako gaanong nakapag-lesson ng time online. Parang nadagdagan pa nga kasi gustong-gusto ko talaga yung projects this year. Tsaka may mga non-negotiable din ako. Isa rin sa challenge mo as a momfluencer, parang gusto mo lahat ng brand na ginagamit mo, i-promote mo. Pero 'di ba, from the brand perspective, gusto nila kasi yung meron kang may brand loyalty ka. Aminado tayo, madami tayong kinakain, 'di ba? Minsan ang hirap kasing maging parang pag kumakain ka kasi 'di ba, parang lahat tinatry mo. 'Yon. So, eventually magkakaroon ka rin talaga ng brand loyalty dahil pag na-try mo na lahat, magsistick ka rin to a few na lagi mong kinakain, di ba? Iyon. So, parang isa sa challenge ng pagiging momfluencer is yung pagpili ng projects. Kasi hindi tayo, magkakaiba kasi yun mga food vloggers, di ba? Lahat itatry nila. Bawa, itong brand ng chicken, lahat pwede nilang itry and they can vlog about it. Yes, 'di ba? Okay lang 'yun kasi food blogger naman sila. So pwede silang pumunta tawag diyan, food crawl, pwede silang mag-review ng iba-ibang restaurant who sell the same things kahit na competitors yung restaurants na 'yon or yung food brand. Pero as a mommy blogger, hindi kasi 'yun yung idea. Brands work with mommy bloggers with the idea na meron kang niche, meron kang parang they believe na you have the power to affect the purchasing decisions of others because either of yung authority mo, knowledge mo, position mo, or yung relationship mo with your audience. It's backed by research and studies. Kaya influencer marketing is a big thing. So if you're here, if you're listening, and parang curious ka lang, or medyo skeptic ka, parang lahat na lang sa paligid ko, influencer, ganun. The truth is, brands will not spend millions if there's no numbers to back it up. There are really trend siya for a reason. Everyone, ang dami ng influencers ngayon, it's a trend now because it's working for the brand. Totoo naman yan, Mami Hi, di ba? Like tayo, we have ikaw, you're more into, you're an eco warrior, online and offline. So, kung may gusto naghahanap ako ng sustainable, kunwari, na gifts, or if I'm curious about yung how to live a less waste and eventually zero waste, hopefully, I'll go to your feed and titingnan ko, tinag niya tong brand na to, sina The Good Trade. So it's nice to, if you're supporting, gusto mo ng mga social entrepreneurs or yung mga brands na into sustainability, it's good. Parang maalala ko, ito, nice to support this brand kasi they believe in this. Gusto ko ngang makakontribute somehow dito sa parang sustainable na lifestyle. So, ganun, di ba?
Kaya talaga, Mami Che, it's important to know kung ano yung, like, the projects that you're gonna choose. Hindi ka lang basta-basta pipili kasi nga, ikaw din yung maiipit. Like, for example, you choose something na hindi ka naman regular user. Syempre, parang parang you have to be true to yourself na first and foremost in promoting something, hindi lang makapromote na pero hindi ka naman, never ka nga uminom ng product na nasuso ka nga, pero push ng push. So, I think it's important. Like, guys, kung nasa-summarize ng ng ating technical person, yung mga insights very
Oo. Mas maganda yung summary actually kaysa sa actual discussion.
maganda din sa niya kasi na-concise niya yung usapan natin. But case it's already 3, we're just 1 hour. Pero may gusto ko pa kasi makipagkwentuhan kay Mami Che. If it's okay with everyone, mag-extend lang tayo ng konti. But I understand if you would like to leave na kung meron na kayong gagawin, it's totally fine. Siguro mag-share na lang ako ng, we will send you like a link for the feedback. We have review for our sessions din kasi. So you could share naman your feedback, how we can improve our sessions or webinars and workshops, ganyan. So, sisend ko na lang yon. But, ayun, may question pa ako. Like, na-share ni Mami She, yung main things nung kanyang challenges na na-experience. Ano naman like the benefits, the happy part ng pagiging momfluencer? I know, parang a big chunk of what you do is really to help other people para majority ng time mo nakukuha like ng dalawa pang community na binamanage mo. If one is not enough, dalawa pa yung community mo. So,
may volunteer admins naman yun.
Oo.
Hindi na sila one-man team.
Hindi na kaya talaga.
Hindi
So,
na.
ano yung happy part ng na, of course, andun na yung I understand you receive kasi syempre paano ka nga naman makakapag-promote if you cannot try these things on your end. But aside from those, ano pa yung mga like benefits of being a momfluencer?
Ayun, siguro yung first and obvious benefit is 'di ba, yun na nga, you're primarily first and foremost a consumer, 'di ba? So you really spend on these brands. Bumibili ka talaga, na try mo na talaga sila.
Yeah.
And 'di ba, imagine nakakakilig pag itong brand na to nag-work with you. Nag-work with you kasi for example, pwedeng nakita nilang nag-post ka and for example, kumbaga may brands kasi din na pwedeng nakita nila yung, 'di ba, ang daming nagpo-post na influencer, pwedeng yun, project yun, or pwedeng personal lang. So 'di ba nakakakilig kung sinusupport mo tong product na to even before ka magkaroon ng collaboration with them. Nakakakilig sobra kapag ka-work mo na sila. Yun, yung parang na-validate ka din na parang yung love mo for this brand. Oo, yun, parang siya, maganda, parang may sense of fulfillment din doon na yung mga brands na gusto mo at pinipatronize mo naman talaga, suddenly magkakaroon ka ng project with them. Yun, sa akin yun talaga yung pinaka-favorite kong perks ng pagiging influencer. Kasi pinipili, yun nga, 'di ba, sinabi ko kanina, nagdi-DM ako, nagme-message talaga ako sa brands. Medyo makapal yung mukha ko. Pag talagang love ko ang isang brand, I will really profess my love dun sa brand and I will ask them if they're open for collaborations. Yun. Pero ko din, konting parang caveat lang din sa mga aspiring influencers. Before you do that, pwede na kayong mag-practice ngayon. Parang 'di ba may mga pre-purchase naman talaga kayo. Baka kasi isipin nyo, sabi ni Mami Chess, pwede palang mag-DM. DM ko na nga to para maka-project na kami ni ganito. Before ko yun ginawa, nagtanim muna ako. I invested on myself also para kumaga nag-invest din ako dun sa feed ko. And how did I do that? Nag-join ako ng mga workshop. So si Mami Jeline, si The First Time Mommy, niya ako, lahat ng workshops niya, except yata for the last one na para sa mga mompreneurs. Except for that, parang yung budget ko kasi medyo hindi pa kaya. So yun lang talagang na-miss out ko. Pero from the first time na nag-launch siya ng workshop for aspiring influencers and kahit na mga gusto mo lang ma-refresh, matagal ka ng influencer, nag-join ako sa lahat ng ng workshops niya. So I invested on myself. Yun. And in the process, madami kang mamimit, yung network mo rin. Basta masaya talaga yung mga mommies na influencers natin. They really support each other. Well, siguro thankfully wala pa rin naman akong nami-meet na yung parang naggalit-galit sila sa isa't isa. Naririnig ko yun from the OG vloggers. Pero sa panahon ngayon, hindi ko pa siya personally na-encounter. Wala akong na-encounter na hindi helpful na mom. Meron lang iba na medyo hesitant mag-share ng projects, pero in general helpful talaga. So yun yung favorite perks pa. Yun, isa sa mga favorite perks ko na parang doon pa tayo, no? Yun pa yung topic natin.
Yes.
Yung kilig mo dun sa kasi user ka naman talaga or you patronize the brand, tapos suddenly having a project with you is like parang nagput din sila ng trust sa'yo. Yun, they also believe na meron kang niche.
Parang hindi
Yan,
na one-sided love. Hindi na
yes,
siya,
parang na-reciprocate yung love mo
oo.
for them. Oo. Tapos, nakalimutan ko bakit ko kinukwento yung I invested on myself. Nakalimutan ko bakit.
Before you DM.
Ayun, yun.
Okay.
Ayun nga, I invested on myself. Yun, caveat ko lang yun kasi na-mention ko yung nagdi-DM ako sa mga favorite brands ko. Even if I don't just wait for them to reach out. Kasi usually brands have PR agencies eh. It's also very rare na mag-reach out sa'yo yung brand unless yun nga parang small, medium enterprise siya or mga local businesses or local shops. But the big brands, especially multinational brands, they go through PR agencies. Minsan hindi lang isang PR agency yung they work with. Yun. So, nag-invest ako sa sarili ko and lagi kong tinitingnan yung feed ko. Kasi dati hindi ako aware, mahilig ako sa mga presets. It's good to use presets ha, kasi personal branding mo yon. Pero just be careful if you're blogging about food. Make sure na ano yung priority mo. May favorite kasi akong mga vloggers, medyo brownish yung feed nila. Mahilig kasi ako sa wooden things. So, love na love ko yung feed na yun, pero never ko siya ma-achieve. Kasi pag puro brownish yun, paano pag red yung pasta mo? Paano pag yung niluto mo, pesto? Ayaw kasi ng food brands na, syempre yung red sauce pasta, nagmukhang pesto, di ba? Dahil lang for the sake of presets or filter, nag-iiba na. So, dapat true to the color kapag lalo na pag food brands. And kahit hindi food brands, di ba, kahit skincare siguro yan.
Yes.
Malay mo, pink yung nila, tas nagiging brownish na sa feed mo. So, just be mindful. Baka ayaw nung brand na mag-iba yung look nila. Yun. Isa-sacrifice mo yung branding nila para lang sa personal
Para sa filter.
branding mo. Yes. For the filter. Yun.
Yes, thank you, Mami Che. I think that's like a very good advice that we can get kasi na you invest on yourself. This is not, yun nga lang, meron talaga mga taong natural that they are really, ito talaga yung talent nila. Like for example, sa real world or sa corporate world, for example, yun yung kanilang line of work talaga. They are parang talaga sila, creative, ganyan. But may mga tao din na hindi, but you can get trainings or workshop from to grow. Like may mga workshop, 'di ba, how you can pagma-manage ng paggawa ng brand mo, yung branding mo, paano ba yung may mga ganun, 'di ba, Mami Che, na mga workshop na tutulungan ka. So, and it's important nga to invest on yourself because how can you be how can you be a reputable influencer if parang pag nakita nila as a whole, medyo hindi, walang growth naman as a person na nakikita nila. Parang mas maganda nga naman na meron kang fina-follow and makikita mo, nag-effort na siya. Parang dati mukhang pixelated pa yung mga pictures niya, pero ngayon, may mga ganun na yung nasusundan mo na influencer na before kasi ang pang picture niya lang ganito, pero ngayon medyo alam niya nang mag-twitch tik ng settings ng cellphone camera, something like that. So I really really like that advice, Mami Che. And siguro last na lang, not parang marami pa kasi akong gustong itanong, but for the sake of time na lang din, and I understand yung mga ibang participants natin, baka meron pa silang ibang gagawin. Pero ito yung gusto ko na lang itanong, Mami Che, ano yung message mo, for the aspiring mom influencers, and maybe not hindi lang sa mga aspiring, sa mga current mom influencers, but they are discourage sila kasi, for example, wala sila nakukuhang brands or hindi naman sila nag-grow. Or for example, makikita mo may growth pero nagde-decline. So yung mga ganong, kasi may ganon, sabi ko nga meron na akong passion project and sometimes I feel na naku, is it really a world for me? Parang yung online content creation, is it really for me? Kasi hindi naman ako laging present online, tapos I do this, kaya na-frustrate, may frustration involved. So ano yung mga parang mensahe mo sa amin?
Oo. Okay. Well, kanina inisip ko kung ano yung parang one or two message ko, pero hindi ko pa na-consider yung sinabi mo. So magdadagdag ako. Yung ano ko muna, na inisip ko muna kanina na message to both mga yung content creators na ngayon and mga aspiring pa lang na mommy vloggers. One is aim to spread positivity. Yun. Kasi the world is super full of negativity. We don't need more of that. So yung platform mo, use it responsibly. So yun, spread positivity is also equivalent to using your social platform responsibly. And isipin mo lagi na tawag dito, yung may reach ka whether you like it or not, as an influencer, kahit pa minsan silent readers lang yung mga followers mo. Kasi before I became an influencer, kahit mga personal Facebook ko, hindi madami yung nagla-like or nagko-comment talaga sa posts ko ever since. Pero how do I know na nakaka-influence ako kahit never silang click ng like button sa mga posts ko. Siguro my fault din naman kasi dahil hindi rin talaga ako super active sa Facebook. 'Di ba parang how will they reciprocate? Ako pala post lang ako but I don't even look at the news feed. So, 'di ba, hindi rin talaga ako maka-interact kahit sa mga real life friends ko. So, how will they also interact with me online? Ako nga, hindi rin ako intentional sa pag-interact sa kanila online. 'Yun. So, I know lang na kahit na hindi pala sila nagla-like or nagko-comment dun sa posts ko, sometimes they will DM. Mahilig kasi ako mag-share, hindi lagi, pero mahilig ako mag-share before ng mga message for single women. Kasi 'di ba parang feeling ko I was a single person for a long time na akala ko din na ako mag-aasawa dati. So, may mga times may hugot talaga yung mga inspiring message ko. They are meant to inspire pero mararamdaman mo yung pain nila kasi yun yung pinagdaanan ko yung pain pero I use it to share positivity and hopefully to encourage yung mga single people before na hang in there. Basta yung ganun, may mga nagpi-PM sa akin tapos yung mga kakaunting
pala sila
yes, oo. Sobrang na-appreciate ko yun na may mag-PM sa'yo tapos magkakaroon kayo ng conversation because of that. Yun. Napansin ko din kahit sa real life friends ko, hindi lang sa online. Napansin ko na yung mga friends ko, they confide in me. Hindi naman, minsan hindi talaga dahil pinili nila akong mag-confide sa akin. Parang hindi kasi ganun yung tingin din sa akin ng mga friends ko. Parang on their own, they will probably not reach out to me to tell me their biggest secrets or share with me yung biggest burdens nila. Pero bakit yung mga friends ko nag-share sa akin ng mga sobrang important na bagay about sa pinagdadaanan nila? It's because nag-share ako first sa kanila. And it opened doors na dahil nung time na nangailangan ako ng tulong, nung time na kailangan ko ng listening ear, at hindi ko na talaga kaya yung mga nararamdaman ko, nag-open up ako sa friends ko. And because of that, pansin ko sila din, they opened up to me. Tapos parang yun yung nag-develop ng closeness. Ito yung sa real life na relationships natin. So parang ganun din siya sa sa social media Parang anong tawag dito?
You show your vulnerability.
When you are genuine, tapos kapag yun, you use even yung mga challenges mo and yung mga parang bad experiences mo and turn it into an inspiring or a positive message. Yun yung mas may impact. Okay ko na lang na hindi naman thousands yung likers ko. Pero if I impact a few na mga tao because of the message that I shared, okay na ako. Good na ako. Parang ganun. And yun yung first message, spread positivity, use your platform responsibly. Yung second message ko is, be a vessel, not a container. Especially to sa mga ayun nga, sa mga newbie na influencers and sa mga And request ko rin to sa mga pro na influencers, 'di ba? Kasi sila talaga yung mas madaming alam. And sobrang appreciate ko talaga yung mga hindi madamot. Parang sinasabing may madamot, no? Pero wala lang akong mahanap na positive term. Pero ang dami kasing generous. Sobrang daming generous talaga na mga matatagal ng vloggers. They share. Pag nagtanong ka lang, they will really share details na parang sasabihin na lang nila, wag nyo na lang i-share sa labas ha, pero they will really share that with you. You will be surprised kung gaano ka-helpful. So, yun, be a vessel, not a container. Parang use yung opportunities that come to you. Parang you open your one hand to receive those opportunities. You collaborate with the brands you love or yung mga brands na gusto mong itry dahil na-try mo once pero medyo nagustuhan mo, so gusto mong mag-collaborate with them. And open up your other hand to extend yung na-receive mo, share mo sa iba, because you don't lose anything when you share. In fact, nagmo-multiply pa nga yung joy mo. Pag hindi ka madamot, you will find there's more peace in your heart at mas fulfilling yung ginagawa mo, yung projects. Kasi yung projects na yan, they just come and go Parang limited lang din yung budget ng brands, but they have a budget now as compared before na walang budget siguro for influencers. Yun. So, yun, be a vessel, not a container. Huwag mong solohin lang. Hindi mo ikinagaling at hindi ka rin, sobrang, parang feeling ko the way to the top is by pulling each other up. Parang ganon. Yun yung picture ko of magiging kang successful. And by successful, I mean, yun, more projects and magiging sustainable yung parang social media presence mo. Yun yung message ko. And doon naman sa sinabi mo kanina, yung parang challenge ng mga
sustain naman.
Oo.
Mga discourage.
Ayun. It's okay. I-assess mo yung season mo ngayon. Kasi ako, I know one mommy vlogger. She's really good sa YouTube niya. Pero kasi, parang full-time mom siya. So, gusto ko magaling siya mag-edit, magaling talaga yung videos niya. Pero sa ngayon, more than 1 year na siyang nag-stop. As in, wala na. She's no longer online. In fact, nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan niya ng Instagram niya. I know her name, pero nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan niya sa Instagram. Yun nga, parang inassess niya rin yung sarili niya. Tapos, siguro naisip niya na this is her opinion and she's entitled to it. Siguro naisip niya na I might not be a good wife or mom kung gusto ko pa ring maging magaling sa pagva-vlog. So, give up niya completely yung vlogging. And you cannot blame her kasi I'm all about empowerment. And it's good if you're a mom and you have dreams for yourself na hindi mo kinakalimutan yung sarili mo. It's really good. Pero there are moments in your life na baka God is asking you na sa season na to focus on this thing. Pagkatapos ng season na to, you can go back to parang rekindling your other passions. Yun. So when God puts your life on hold, huwag mo isipin na it's the end of the world. Although, honestly, medyo guilty rin ako dyan. Kasi parang right now as a stay-at-home mom, hindi ko naman pangarap na yaya yung magpalaki sa anak ko. Hindi naman ganun. Pero more of, parang minsan naiisip ko na I think masarap din siguro kung there will be more help, more helping hands in raising isa lang nga anak ko pero he's a handful para sa akin para sa akin parang okay na ako sa isa, hindi ko na nagjo-joke nga ako sabi ko sa husband ko kung talagang gusto niya pa ng isa pang anak, siguro pag nasa UK na kami or kami at kapag may na kami or may pangyaya at na kami at wala pala kasing yaya at saka helper sa UK, no, di mo pala sila madadala no. Pero parang ganoon, may parang
to have like extra time talaga for yourself to do naman the things that you like.
Yun. So assess mo yung season mo. And it's okay if you need to, parang while re-evaluating, if you need to, gusto ko very personal lang talaga yung space ko, yung online space ko. No collaborations, no paid projects. That's okay. Malay mo hindi pa ito yung season mo para mag-grow at mag-bloom as an influencer, baka may mga kailangan ka pa munang ibang gawin. Yun. Ako, di ko rin alam kung how far this would go, kung hanggang kailan ako mag-enjoy dito sa ginagawa ko. And if, for example lang, may dream ka rin punta sa ibang bansa, di ba? Parang nisip ko, sana, kahit na, for example man, halimbawa, makalabas kami kung in the far away future, niisip ko I can still blog about many things on Instagram, and malay mo gumaling ako sa pagvi-video at
share mo
pag-i-edit,
pa yung
'di ba?
ano mo, yeah, the
Hirap na hirap
travel
kasi ako doon, ang dami oras. Malay mo 'di ba, I can still
yes.
parang para sa akin kasi outlet talaga 'to itong social media platform na 'to. This is a platform and an outlet to share. 'Yun. So, ano to sa akin, for my sanity to. It's
Yeah.
also for my sanity. In the same breath na nag-aral akong magmakrame, nag-try akong mag-watercolor painting, mahilig akong mag-volunteer, magkaka-level lang yun
Outlet mo
eh.
talaga siya ng ano,
Mm, mm, mm. Yun, kailangan ko siya.
creativity, and but you have to have that place for ano, yung mapag-expressan mo
Yes, oo.
ng passion and compassion mo for other
Yes,
people.
yes.
So thank you so much, Mami Che. In this day and age talaga, it's so easy to be consumed by our surroundings, including the things that we see online. And kaya I like what you said na ano, ayun, take take charge talaga and choose to spread, because you have to intentionally choose, because sometimes hindi naman natin like most especially in this pandemic era, 'di ba, na ang daming negativities around us. It's very very valid. It's valid, and it's okay to really share yung whatever you're feeling, even if they're negative. That's why we have to choose to intentionally choose what to share to other people. Depende kasi nga sa goal mo. If your goal is to uplift and encourage them also, bakit ka mag-share nung masasamang bagay? But you can also share, like kanina naman na share mo, Mami Che, yung mga struggles mo before, you use them, na napagtagumpayan mo na or nalagpasan mo na, you share them to other people in such a way na kung paano mo siya pinagdaanan para ma-encourage din sila, not to discourage more na kasi ito yung na-experience ko, so para wag nyo nang i-try dahil ito yung na-experience ko, but rather it's an opposite, yung opposite yung goal mo, na you use your those challenges to help encourage other people. So maraming maraming salamat, Mami Che, and thank you for generously sharing all those meaningful insights about momfluencing and or online influencing in general. Hindi lang naman kahit hindi ka tayo mom, kahit we're just a wife or single person, na you're not a mother, you're a daddy perhaps, kung may mga makakakita pa nitong session natin today, wherever you are on your season, ayun, you have a certain influence talaga that you can parang take it and use it for the good, or just wala kang gagawin doon. Kaya maraming salamat for Mami Che, for being that blessing to other people din, especially sa mga nagsisimula pa lang. I admire your desire to help others grow in this field, and just sharing the opportunity to others. Like what you said kanina, pwedeng nawalan ka because nag-share ka, but it's not like that. You actually mas nagmultiply pa kasi yung joy mo. So it's more of your inner peace and joy na nagtatrive because of sharing yung opportunities to others. So ayun, nag-extend talaga tayo ng bongga ngayong araw, but I appreciate, guys, to all
For
our participants, to
staying.
the mommies, to the
Yes.
single ladies here, to the
Oo,
wives
thank you.
Maraming salamat for sticking with us on the Saturday afternoon. And I hope nakapulot kayo ng something relevant at maa-apply natin after this session. And I would like to invite again everyone for our upcoming workshop on emotional intelligence. So open siya sa parents, educators, or lahat ng person or people na nag-handle or nag-take care of a child, you can enroll or yes, and participate to our emotional intelligence workshop on May 22. So, ayun lang. If you have further questions, you can send us an email or drop or DM us on our social media accounts at Child Champion on Instagram, childchampion.org on Facebook, and at child.champion on Instagram, or visit our website at childchampionconsulting.com. And ayun, last one na lang, we have feedback form that I'm gonna share sa ano na lang, sa email na lang siguro. Or Mr. Emerson, can you also, do you have the link na for the feedback form, Mr. Emerson? So kung wala
Not yet,
pa,
Mommy, but yeah,
so
we'll
we can
send.
share. Yes, we will share na lang on your email, and please answer that para maka ano pa maka-help sa amin na ma-improve pa yung mga workshops and sessions like this in the future. So pwede bang mag-photo op lang tayo? Ayan, pwede ba mag-camera
If
on
you
lang
can turn on your cameras. Yung ano lang, hindi sa pilitan, voluntary.
Oo, para makita natin yan. Ayan, hello, Mrs. Ren Arsono na. Anong oras na ba?
Hi, Ren. Thank you for being here.
Thank you kay Nanay Mac to write sa
4:30 a.m.
Hi, Noy.
Hi, Ren. Also, don't forget, kasi nag-run ako ng giveaway for the attendees here. So, sana you can send a screenshot lang nung kahit email when you got the Zoom link. Yun, you can DM me on Instagram. Yan. So, please DM. Lagay ko na lang dito. Para makakapag-draw ako ng winner. Ayan. Please DM. Yun. Send a screenshot. Anything. Screenshot na andito kayo. Or kahit email lang. Yun.
You can win 300 Gcash from Mami Che.
Yes.
Salamat, Mami Che. To
Yeah, sure.
Miss Anne,
Anytime.
ayan, to Mami Justine, to Miss Marie and Miss Hannah. Hello and salamat. So, sige, picture lang tayo. Sir Emer, pwede mo pong kuhanan. Okay na ba? Pwede ka bang, ayan, 1, 2, 3, smile. Sige, one more. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Ayan. So, thank you so much, everyone. Mami Che, maraming salamat.
Yes, thank you din.
Sana
Thank you.
mag-talk tayo ng next part ko dito. Sobrang na-enjoy ko tong conversation natin.
Ako
Ayun,
din.
thank you so much, everyone. Please
Ayun,
stay
salamat,
and
salamat.
healthy. God bless us all.
Yan. Thank you. Thank you. Yan.